If you are over 50, your kidneys are working tonight while the rest of your body is trying to slow down. And the last thing you drink before bed can either make that job easier or quietly add to the pressure. Most people think water is the full answer. It is important, but it is not the whole story. There is one bedtime drink most people never think about, and there are a few others that can help too. But one choice can also work against your kidneys if you are not careful. That matters because kidney decline usually does not announce itself with pain. It happens quietly, in the background, while your blood pressure, sleep, and energy slowly start to change. In this video, I'll show you the best bedtime drink for kidney health, a few smart alternatives, and one warning you should take seriously before you make tonight's choice. At night, your body slows down, but your kidneys do not shut off. They keep filtering your blood, balancing fluids, and clearing waste while everything else is supposed to be resting. That is why nighttime matters so much. In a healthy body, blood pressure naturally dips during sleep, and that drop gives the kidneys a little breathing room. It is like the kidneys get their quiet shift at night instead of having to work under full daytime pressure. But the wrong evening habits can interfere with that recovery. Poor sleep can keep your body stressed. Dehydration can make the kidneys work harder, and the wrong drink before bed can add sugar, caffeine, or extra strain right when your system should be settling down. So this is not just about drinking something at night. It is about choosing something that supports the body's recovery window instead of fighting it. That simple shift can make a real difference over time. A good bedtime drink does not need to be fancy. It should be gentle on the stomach, low in sugar, and easy for your body to handle before sleep. If it also supports healthy blood pressure, that is even better. But there is one important catch. Best does not mean the same thing for everyone. If your kidneys are healthy, you have more flexibility. If you already have kidney disease or you take certain medications, then potassium and fluid balance can matter a lot more, and safety has to come first. That is why I am not going to sell you a magic cure here. There is no single drink that fixes every kidney problem overnight. What I am giving you is a smart filter so you can understand which bedtime drinks are useful, which ones are neutral, and which ones need caution. Now that the rules are clear, let's look at the first drink that fits the kidney-friendly test. The best bedtime drink for the broadest audience is plain water. It sounds simple, but that is exactly why it works. It helps you stay hydrated without adding sugar, caffeine, or extra ingredients that can make the kidneys work harder at night. For most people, especially adults over 50 with healthy kidneys, a small glass of water about an hour before bed is the safest and most reliable choice. It supports the kidneys as they keep filtering overnight and helps prevent that dry, sluggish feeling you can wake up with in the morning. The key is not to overdo it. You do not want a huge glass right before sleep because that can interrupt your rest with bathroom trips. A moderate amount is enough to support hydration without flooding your system. So, if you want the simplest kidney-friendly starting point, this is it. Plain water in a reasonable amount before bed. It is not flashy, but for many people, it is the most practical answer. A strong second option is chamomile tea. It is a calm, bedtime-friendly drink that does not hit your system with sugar or caffeine, and that makes it a very different kind of support from plain water. Chamomile is often used at night because it may help the body relax and settle into sleep more easily. Better sleep matters for kidney health because your blood pressure naturally dips during rest, and that gives your kidneys a lighter workload overnight. Chamomile also has gentle plant compounds that are associated with a calming, anti-inflammatory effect. A simple serving is 1 cup, warm, about 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Keep it plain, with no sugar or heavy cream. That way, it stays light and easy on the stomach. This is a good choice for people who want something soothing in the evening, especially if stress or poor sleep tends to keep them awake. Skip it if you are sensitive to herbal teas, allergic to plants in the daisy family, or your doctor has told you to avoid certain herbs. Another strong bedtime option is warm lemon water. It is simple, gentle, and easy to make, which is why a lot of older adults like it at night. The main reason it helps is that it gives you a light drink without sugar, caffeine, or heaviness. For some people, that small bit of hydration before bed feels better than going to sleep completely dry. Lemon also adds a fresh taste that can make plain water easier to drink. And that matters because the best bedtime habit is usually the one you can repeat every night. If you want to use it, keep it simple. A few drops or a small squeeze of lemon in a cup of warm water is enough. Drink it 30 to 60 minutes before bed, not right as you are falling asleep. One quick caution. If you have acid reflux, lemon may not be the best choice for you at night. In that case, plain water or chamomile is usually the safer pick. A few drinks are a bad trade at night, even if they seem harmless in the moment. Sugary drinks can spike blood sugar and leave your body working harder when it should be settling down. Alcohol may make you feel sleepy at first, but it can disrupt sleep quality, dehydrate you, and add extra strain to the kidneys. And heavy caffeinated drinks are a problem because they can raise alertness, interfere with rest, and work against the nighttime blood pressure dip your kidneys depend on. There is also one more point to keep in mind. Not every healthy-looking drink is safe for every person. Some drinks are high in potassium, and that can be a real issue for people with kidney disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, or medications that affect potassium levels. For those viewers, the wrong choice can quietly become the wrong choice fast. So the rule is simple. At night, avoid anything that is loaded with sugar, caffeine, alcohol, or unclear mineral content. Your kidneys do their best work when your body is calm, your sleep is steady, and your drink is light enough to help rather than interrupt that process. Here is a simple bedtime routine you can actually follow tonight. About an hour before bed, choose one kidney-friendly drink and keep the portion modest. For most people, that means one small glass, not a large one. If you drank it too late, you may wake up to use the bathroom, so give your body a little time to settle. After that, avoid salty snacks, sugary desserts, alcohol, and any extra caffeine. Those are the things that quietly make the night harder on your kidneys and disturb the recovery window your body is trying to create. If you can, take a short 10-minute walk after dinner before you start winding down. It does not have to be fast, just enough movement to help your blood pressure come down and prepare your body for rest. Then, keep the rest of the evening calm. Sip your drink, relax, and let your body shift into recovery mode. The goal is not perfection. The goal is consistency. A simple routine done most nights will do far more than a perfect routine done once in a while. Let me tell you about a woman I'll call Linda. She was 68, active and still doing most things for herself. But she had one habit that seemed harmless. Most nights, right before bed, she would sit down with a sweet drink and a salty snack because that was her way of relaxing. Over time, her blood work started changing. Nothing dramatic at first. Just enough to make her doctor pause and tell her to pay attention before things got worse. Linda did not need a complicated plan. She only needed one small change she could repeat. So she swapped the late-night sweet drink for a kidney-friendly option and moved her snack earlier in the evening. She also started taking a short walk after dinner most nights. That was it. No extreme diet, no perfect routine, just a better pattern. A few months later, her numbers were more stable, and she said she felt lighter at night and woke up less groggy. The lesson was simple. Small choices before bed can quietly shape your health over time. What feels minor tonight can become a real difference by next year. So tonight, keep it simple. For most people, plain water is the safest bedtime drink for kidney health. If you also use chamomile tea or warm lemon water, make sure it fits your body and your sleep. If you already have kidney disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, or take medication that affects potassium or fluid balance, check what is safe for your situation before making this a nightly habit. Your takeaway for tonight is easy. Choose one light, kidney-friendly drink. Keep the portion small and avoid the sugar, caffeine, and alcohol that can work against your recovery. If this was helpful, subscribe to Vital Years for more doctor-backed health advice made for seniors. And in the next video, I'll show you another hidden number on a standard blood test that can warn you about kidney trouble before most people even notice a problem.